to Canyon's Realtor Retreat. I'm your host, your friend, and hopefully someday your realtor, Canyon Walker. We're here today talking about why someone would want to become a realtor, maybe some quick steps on how to become a realtor. And my guest today is Martha Snyder. And Martha, how would you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Martha Snyder with Coldwell Banker Professionals. I am a realtor. I am an associate broker, and I am the manager of the Morris office, as well as part-time manager of the Owasso office of Coldwell Banker Professionals.
So, Martha, how long have you actually been a realtor?
Well, let's see. I believe that this is my 18th year in real estate. I've had my broker's license for about 7 years now.
Okay, so a lot of experience coming from you. That's perfect. Just wanted to ask you, like, what a realtor means to you. Like, for me, I really love helping people. I love the communication with people. I love meeting new people, and I really love helping them. What does it mean to you?
Well, all those things that you mentioned are definitely on the list. Helping people is um, a part of the job that I enjoy the most. But I really like the variety of experiences that being a realtor provides. You get to work with people, you get to be outside in the field. There's also the office aspect of things, technology. There are a whole lot of aspects to a career in real estate that I really enjoy.
Yeah, and one other thing that I really didn't mention, but like you said, the variety of stuff that happens, like every day is different. You don't go into the office and then type for 7 hours a day. You go into the office, you're making phone calls, having completely different conversations with tons of people every single day, and that's one of the things I like. I like the rapid, I guess, difference in this job compared to other jobs in the field, which that's something that's big to me. So
Yeah. The repetitive aspect of other jobs just isn't something that works for me. Bless those people out there that can do it, but the same thing day in and day out is just not something I was looking for my career.
so why would just kind of progress through here? Why would someone go to Coldwell Banker Professionals? Why there's tons of other different real estate companies out there. Why Coldwell Banker?
Well, I was with an independent before I started with Coldwell Banker, and it was okay, but I didn't know what I was missing. The technology, the tools, the training, and one of my favorite things about Coldwell Banker Professionals, honestly, is the culture of our office. We all support each other. We work together. We work through problems together. In real estate, you can never know everything that there is to know. You just can't. There's too many twists and turns to each transaction to encounter everything that you would possibly encounter as an individual. But as a team, we can work through those problems together because something that I haven't experienced, maybe you have, and vice versa. So we can work through those tangles and twists and turns together, and we do work together really well. The support of the company, the support of the brokerage is just amazing. I'm so happy that I made my switch over to Coldwell Banker, and frankly, if I'm being honest, I wish I'd done it sooner.
Yeah, like I personally work under Martha. She's my manager at the Morris office, and I've been there for year and some
Year
change,
and a half.
maybe
Hmm.
just a little over a year. And Martha is fantastic with, if I have any questions, she's right there on the phone, she's right there on the text, email, and I text and email her all the time about questions that I have. And I mean, I personally, I don't know, but I feel like my first couple of transactions were so out of the ordinary for typical newer agents. So it's like, I even in the training you do, the courses you take, and it's so different. So this experience that we have in the office is fantastic. And Martha has 18 years. A couple of our other agents have 20 plus years there, and they're right there on the phone if you need any questions, because I'm sure they've seen most of everything in the business so far, which is fantastic. to newer agents?
Well, we have 10 offices with Coldwell Banker Professionals. And the nice thing is, if there's a situation that comes up in our office, we can that we haven't experienced before, there's 9 other offices that we can reach out to for help and advice. It's really a great culture that we have in the Morris office as well as the other offices.
And Morse is actually one of the bigger producers in Coldwell Banker Professionals, aren't they?
Yep, that's true. Barbara Weiska was our #1 agent in the company of Coldwell Banker and Coldwell Banker Professionals. And as a matter of fact, she was #2 in the entire state of Michigan for all Coldwell Banker agents. So we definitely do a lot of business out of the Morris office, and a lot of that business is Barb's.
Yeah, not only does Barb do so much business, she's actually a fantastic mentor as well. She is my mentor. And that's something else that Coldwell Banker Professionals do. They assign the newer agents a mentor, which is, I think that's fantastic. Like, I text Martha all the time, and I text Barb questions too. So it's very helpful to have everyone be on the same page, team atmosphere. It's really great.
Yeah.
Um,
The mentor program is one of the things that really makes us unique in the marketplace. We, like Kenyon said, we team up a newer agent with an experienced agent. They take them out in the field with them. They show them how to show a house, how to list a house, what they do in their listing presentation, and how they deal with clients and customers. And we feel that immersing the newer agent in the business that way will bring them business quicker.
And it does. It really does. I've seen the growth just from my year there. I mean, obviously, it starts out a little bit slow here and there, but now that I'm more experienced, I find myself being more confident in talking to people, and that has to do with a lot with what Barb talks to me about, just because I trust her and trust what she says, so then I can go and say that to my clients and my people I'm helping as well.
Yep, absolutely.
So what would someone do if they wanted to become a real estate agent? What would be some of the first steps that they might happen to take?
Well, Michigan has some of the most lenient requirements actually in the state, or excuse me, in the country. We only require a 40-hour class to get started as a real estate agent. You have to affiliate with a brokerage and join the MLS service, the multiple listing service, to have access to all the listings that are available. But getting started is really not that tough. Or expensive. It's a 40-hour class. Then you have to take the test with the state to become licensed. And once you pass that license, you are ready to go. The state exam, the class prepares you for the legal aspect of a career in real estate. It teaches you things about fair housing, lead paint, how to calculate acreage, and those kinds of things, which are useful. But at Coldwell Banker, we teach you how to become the professional real estate agent that you need to be to help your clients most successfully.
Yeah, just there's a lot of courses online that after you take your classes, there's like training sessions, mock exams too. So there's a lot of different tools out there to help you pass that test and become a realtor. And it's like Martha said, it's not that hard. I think the main part after that to become successful is finding a good company to work for, and that goes along with the aspect of Coldwell Banker, and we're super good with helping our newer agents. So I think that's a big thing. Anyone can become a licensed realtor, but to be a successful one, it's like a completely different story in that line.
Yep, I think the old adage of location is the key to real estate, but the key to becoming a good real estate agent is training.
Mm-hmm. I agree to that. So since you're so experienced, what would be some of your tips and tricks for someone who just gets into the business?
There are so many things, but I think one of the most important things is to set a calendar, a schedule for yourself, and stick to it. And then look back at the end of the week and say, if I were the boss, would I hire me? And if the answer is no, then you probably need to step up your game.
One of the big things that I have for newer agents is you can never over communicate ever. I've dealt with a couple agents who just won't return any emails, will only call every so often. But in today's real estate business, it's everything has to be done super, super quick. It's a house gets on the market Sunday, it potentially could be sold by Wednesday or Thursday. So you have to over communicate. That's one of my big things that actually Barb told me. It's you can never over communicate. If you think like you're doing too much, you're probably not. Like it's send emails, call, text, whatever you have to do, but you have to communicate properly, and that's one of the main things with this business.
Yep, I would agree. If you're over communicating, your client's going to let you know.
And most of the time, they'll actually appreciate you telling them step by step what's going on. Did they return my call? Did they get the email? What are they thinking? It's most of the time they'll actually appreciate you communicating so frequently.
I would agree. Yep. The average home buyer isn't overly familiar with the process. They bought their first home a long time ago, or maybe this is their first home. So they're typically a little, maybe not confused about the process, but a little hesitant. So the more you communicate and keep them in the loop and what's happening with the purchase of their home, the more they will appreciate and having that knowledge.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So what are some of your best memories of actually being a real estate agent?
Well, there are a lot of good memories that I have. Some funny stories, some not so funny stories, but I think the most satisfying thing, and this happens over and over again, is handing the keys over to that first time home buyer. There's nothing more satisfying than the feeling of helping someone achieve their real estate dream, to buy their first home. It really, sometimes I actually get a little choked up when I talk about this, but just handing those keys over to the first time home buyer, the look on their face, the joy, the pure joy that they have, there's really nothing quite like it.
I agree to that. That's one of my favorite stories. Is I helped one of my best friends in high school find his first house, and then my mother and I went over to his house, and my mom was actually the one who started to cry. She's like, "Oh, the little babies are growing up, and it's a super fun and it's just fulfilling experience to like." Not even my friend. My friend was ecstatic that he got his first home and that type of thing, but just even my mother, seeing her in that circumstances, it was very fun. And then that was one of my favorite, my all-time favorite experience was I was helping some of my clients, and they had to move out of a city district because the school system wasn't very good, and we had to find them a home in a different school district to so they could have better education and stuff. And I was working day and night for them, just trying to find them the perfect home. And then we finally found one, and the amount that they were hugging me and all that type of stuff, that really, really felt good to me. I really enjoyed that. Just helping them out. It was really, really fun for me, and that's what it's really about.
Yes. It'll be nice when we can get back to our normal state of affairs and can hug our clients when it's over.
Yeah, I agree.
Or actually show them a house. That would be great too, in person.
Yeah, so just touching off that, there's other ways right now for us to kind of not as much show the house, but there are other ways, aren't there?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
The virtual technology that we have today is just amazing. There are homeowners that are taking videos of their home that we can put on on YouTube as a great resource, on the MLS, so that potential buyers can see the homes. We can't personally show them well, in person, face to face at this time, but we can definitely provide some videos. We can still write offers on those homes, contingent on the buyer actually taking a look at the house in person. Um, we're seeing some success. There are still listings coming on the market. There are lots of buyers out there that still want to buy, and there's a lot of sellers that still need to sell.
Hmm.
Um, we just have a few more challenges right now.
Yeah,
We
we
can
gotta
still
get
help.
creative these days. Gotta get creative.
Exactly.
Well, we're almost about out of time here. I really wanted to thank Martha Snyder for being my first guest in this podcast series that I'm doing. It's kind of a new experience for us both. So sorry about the little bad things that happens here and there.
We're real people. It
Yeah,
happens.
we make mistakes here and there, and that's part of life. But we're learning. We're trying to learn. If you need to contact Martha or I, she is actually a real estate agent, not just a manager and associate broker. She does list and sell houses for clients. I'll post her information after this whole video if you want to contact her, even about becoming a new agent or any other questions about Coldwell Banker. I'll post my information as well. If you have any questions for me, if you want me to be your real estate agent, or if you have any new agent questions for me as well, it's I'm relatively new, but I went through a long process. I've done a lot of training. I've worked with Barb for a while now, and Martha, and they rubbed off on me a little bit. They gave me some of their experience, and again, I want to thank Martha for being my very first guest. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone else has a great day.